Hi, this is a old conversation that Mr. Cladd, our resident newcomer, just brought up. Nathan, I'm where you are. I was there in about 2015 looking to fall down that rabbit hole. When you asked which stone do I need to get, boy, did everybody jump all over you, and the answer is all of them. Well, and then the voice of reason is to sharpen a knife, you really only need a coarse stone and a fine stone to refine it. And if you're really lucky, you can either strop it on your pants leg or strop it on phone book paper or newspaper or use a strop. But if you have a coarse stone, a fine stone, and a strop, you can make a remarkably sharp knife. And you can do the same thing with the wicked edge. The wicked edge has a full spectrum of stones that work with the wicked edge system. See, I don't like to call the wicked edge a sharpener. It's a sharpening system, in my opinion. It is a bench vise that is highly precisely adjustable to allow us to sharpen a wide variety of knives at different angles and reposition them time and time again exactly how we did it previously. All of the grits, all of the mediums that are offered in a way to take part, use a system, a gradual stepwise system that a person has no knowledge of sharpening can simply clamp the knife up and go 100, 200, 400, 600, just with the basic skill level, basic rudimentary technique. And if they follow through the stepwise, they should end up with a mirror polished edge. And I've done it, and it does work. If you put the time in and you clamp it the same and you use each stone the same, basically the same, closely the same, then stepwise, 100, 200, all the way through the grits, you're going to have a mirror polished edge. If you choose to get into it deeply, if you want to jump down that rabbit hole, I didn't fall down the rabbit hole, I jumped down the rabbit hole, and I went through every path and every little nook and cranny, and it took me about 5 years till I popped up out of there and had gone through all of the different paths. So I have played with all the mediums, whether it be the diamond stones or the ceramic stones or the diamond lapping films. Every medium that Wicked Edge has produced, I've been fortunate to be able to use. Now, since that time, I've sold off some because I don't use them, which is why I like to tell people like Nat that you don't need anything more than a 200, 600. Is that what it is? Yeah, 200, 600, and they on the Wii 60 or the Wii 100, the 200, 600, I think is the basic stone. And then when you get to the Wii 66 Obsidian, they include the 800, 1000 finishing stone. But just a coarse stone and a fine stone and a strop is really all you need to sharpen. Whether you're sharpening freehand or you're sharpening with a Spyderco sharp maker, a fine stone and a coarse stone and a fine stone, or you're using freehand oil stones or wet stones or whatever freehand, all you need is a coarse stone and a fine stone. These mediums are part of the sharpening system, which is a method, a system or a method of sharpening that if you can learn to clamp your knife in a position and use that same position repeatedly, time and time again, and if you follow the stones stepwise and use them with enough time and effort, you will by the time you get to the finest stone, you will have a mirror polished edge with just basic technique, basic attention to detail. It's not hard, but it is not mandatory, necessary. It is not written anywhere that you have to use every grit. You don't have to start with the first grit, the coarsest grit, every time you use your knife. You pick and choose which stone you use it appropriately. That's part of the experience, the art of sharpening, I like to call it, that you gain with time. I'm going to make another video now because I want to get into the 5080 stone, because I think that that's an important subject all in itself, and we'll go on with that one. Thanks.